Hi everybody, welcome to another Request a Read video. We have one requested read, and the rest of you, thank you for the free money. Heather Lynn wanted us to talk about this old Seth Rollins video that I guess is some sort of sexy fetishy thing.
Except it's not sexy or fetishy.
Please tell me if this is your fetish.
Well, yeah, please, if you have insight into, if you're jerking off to this, tell me why this over, it just seemed like bad wrestling with no sex added.
Well, so it was like a lot of submissions, right? Like that was a huge part of it, is that they would just kind of go from like slow submission and groaning to like another slow submission and then groaning.
There's a lot of weird groaning.
I do think you were the one who pointed out there you can hear the groaning a lot more. There is no audience, and I think that's key, that the only audio is slaps and grunts.
And you could hear them talking to each other more.
They at one point argued about who had the best hair, which seemed, that's like towards the end. If you watch all the way to the end,
we did not make it.
I skipped to the end to see if there was going to be something sexier. No. But they did argue over who had the best hair, which I was like, well, that makes it gay for sure. That was the part where I was like, oh, they're like, this is intimating that they are like hot men invested in their hotness.
Right. Well, you were saying, like, why wouldn't someone just watch an NXT match? And it's like, well, because that's not about, like, that's, like, more theatrical. And this is clearly not about the theatrical presentation. It's about, like, the kind of interplay of suffering and, like, you know, like, there's just, like, it's just not about the fighting. Obviously.
It wasn't really about anything.
Yeah, I just feel like you could turn on some cruiserweights and see sexy, sweaty men. Like, it just seemed...
But I don't know. You don't see them, like... I don't know. I don't get it. I'm trying to understand it, but I don't get it.
Again, comment below if this is your thing.
I'm no longer a wrestler. That's what it said to me.
Were you ever a wrestler?
No, but that's what that said to me.
Sethy is still a wrestler.
Yeah, well...
Whatever happened to those other two?
Yeah.
Someone
that beefy boy was pretty cute.
Oh yeah,
he was just in straight up, like, boxer briefs. He didn't even have gear.
They were boxer briefs.
Just not a custom trunk in sight.
No, and you could tell that they were cloth. Berica, you were the one who clocked, like, within 10 seconds, a full, like, ass sweat stain.
Yeah. Oh.
Like,
which is fine.
Very early on. Which, that was another thing I was like, well, maybe that's fetishy. Is like, you need to see the crack sweat.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly the groaning.
I will never know. I, for one, was not turned on, which is weird because I like big, sweaty men, but this just didn't do it for me, and it was supposed to.
Well, this opens up the conversation about customs that we were having before.
Oh yeah, you can pay to have someone make something like this, which save your money.
Do you know about this?
No.
So it's like this thing that like people pay mostly female but some male wrestlers to do, where like you can like pay for a match, but you say what moves are going to be in the match, and then they'll do them. So if like a specific move is like your thing, you can like pay for that. Like you could be like, I want you to pile drive that person 15 times in a row.
Oh my god. It's too much.
Well, subscribe to our Patreon instead.
Yeah. That seems like a better...
Pay us to talk about people paying them to do that.
$20 is all it takes. Or just $10 for a request to read or an Ask a Nobody on the podcast. How did I forget this shit again? Here we go with the names. Thank you all. Alyssa Ralston, Andrew Parada, Angelica Sandoval, Ariel Fan, Bomber Trans, Brian Foote, Ronnie Johnson, Carl Cohen, Kat Walensky, Christopher Langer, Clem Clam, Constance R. Botcher, Dan Rosato, Daniel Noyes, Darren Surin, Douglas Forsyth, Garrett Frierson, Heather Lynn, Jamie Rivera Luna, Jason Haug, Jen Yoder, Jessica Rommel, Justin Scarns, Katie Leon, Carrie Coughlin, Leon Chase, Leslie Kenyatta, Logan Holmes, Lola McGrath, Mark Schnaub, Marla Kay, Matt Kaplan, Megan Nickel, Mike Davis High, Moish, Oscar Rooney, Phil Foster, Randall Pidzinski, Robert Hunt, SJ Rocks, Virtua Cat, you're all amazing. Mwah. Or we've got links below. We have a fragrance, we have t-shirts, or Venmo us. There's lots of options. We want your money, and we'll do things that are at least as interesting as this very boring match.
Probably more interesting.
Maybe not, but probably. This was a low bar.
That was pretty boring.
Thanks, Heather, for sending that. No one watch it. It's not worth your time. Unless you are gonna jerk off so hard.
I don't know
And
if
let
you
us
like
know
that.
if that's you.
Like, if you like it, that's just not our business.
Yeah, listen, you come to what you're gonna come to.
God.
Okay.
Done.
End of video. Bye!